Okay.
Hello guys, welcome to our English talk show again. Today we are very happy to have an old friend back on our show.
Hey.
Mr. James Donaldson.
Thank you.
Hi,
Hello,
James.
everyone.
Welcome back to China. Welcome back to talk show.
My good friend Alan. Good to see you.
Same here. Can you say hi to your audience?
Hey, hello everyone out there in China land and around the world, everywhere. I'm very happy to be back in Beijing to see my good friend Alan, and we can do another video shoot for you.
Yeah, cool. Wow. It's been 2 years, right, since we saw each other last time.
Wow.
How have you been doing?
Wow, what a 2 years it's been. I tell you, I've had some serious health problems the last 4 years.
Wow.
And over the last couple of years, I started having more health problems. Now I'm okay with the health. But over the last 2 years, my whole life went upside down.
Well, do you mind sharing with the audience what happened?
Yes, and this is just an example of things can happen to you in life, no matter how old you are or who you are, how poor you are, how rich you are, how smart you are. Things can happen in life. And so with me, it happened in late 2017. My mother passed away.
Oh, I'm so sorry to hear
Yes,
that.
and that was very, very sad, of course. And then in the springtime of 2018, my wife, my Chinese wife,
Oh.
left the marriage after she got her green card. I could not believe it. Could not believe it. It was very, very sad. I loved her very much, and she had a little boy. I loved her little boy very much. But after she got the green card, I don't know why she left. She just left and didn't say a word, didn't explain anything.
It's not right.
And of course, for the next 6 months or so, I was coming home to a big empty house all by myself. No more childhood laughter of the boy. No more great smells in the kitchen from the cooking from my wife. It was just over. And after several months of this, my business, I had a physical therapy business for almost 30 years. It finally went out of business because it was just financially too hard to keep it going.
I see. Wow.
The profit margins kept getting smaller and smaller. The expenses kept going up. I poured all my life savings of my MBA money into my business to try to save it, and I couldn't save it.
Oh, so sorry to hear
These
this
things.
that actually happened. Wow.
One thing after another. My health was still up and down, some days good, a lot of days not so good. And so all of these things caused me to go into a real serious depression, where I had depression and anxiety, and I also was thinking about suicide sometimes.
Don't ever do that. It's not worth it.
I know, and
That's not really the end of the world.
you know, now I know. Now I understand.
You're back on the show. You're looking good.
Yes.
I can't believe you've been through such hardships in your life.
But you know,
how did you pull it off in the end?
when you go through difficult times like that, especially a very dark period,
Yeah.
you don't have any hope. There's no hope for tomorrow, hope for a future, hope that things will get better. You just have no hope.
You can't hope this.
And that's why you start thinking about ending your life. And but the good news out of all of that, after I made my way successfully through that dark journey, is I started thinking of how I can help other people who are going through the very same thing. And so I started up a nonprofit foundation organization.
What's the name?
The name is called Your Gift of Life.
Your gift of life.
Your gift of life, because I want to remind everybody out there that your life is truly a gift.
Oh, okay.
It's a
So
gift.
you have to really, cherish your gift.
Cherish it, protect it, value it. Don't just throw it away.
Yeah.
And right now in America, we have a big problem with young students, middle-aged high school and university students who are committing suicide sometimes.
Really?
Oh,
Wow.
yes.
There's a whole life in front of them.
Their whole
That's so
life.
bad.
They don't
wanted
know.
to kill themselves.
They have
What reasons why they wanted to
many
end their
times
lives?
they just don't feel like they have any value.
They're bullied maybe in school.
Sometimes at school they're bullied. Sometimes they have other issues. Sometimes they have a very unhappy family life at
Oh,
home.
yeah.
The father, mother, divorce, the child feels like not loved. And also, on top of all that, for all those kids, these little telephones are their best friends.
Yeah, I understand that.
This
That-
is the
maybe
problem.
similar thing happens in China as well. Many
This
yeah,
is the
young
problem.
people take the cell phone as the best friend.
Yeah.
They talk to the phone instead of talking to the real people.
Exactly, exactly. And so they, in a difficult time or a time of trouble, they don't really have a true friend, somebody they can talk to. Like,
Like what we're doing here,
you and I, we've been friends for years.
Yeah.
And I love to see you every time.
Same here.
And we chat on WeChat and we talk on the phone. That's a true friend. But young people now, their friends are inside their phone. And in the middle of the night, at 1 or 2 in the morning, when you cannot sleep, when you have anxiety, you have depression, you're thinking suicide, your phone cannot help you.
Yep.
Your phone cannot help you. And so I went through all of this, and I realized something was wrong. I kept thinking, after 1 week of not sleeping through the night, I was waking up at 1:30,
So here,
insomnia. My mind was going really fast, 100 miles an hour, thinking how to save my business, but also how to end my life. Those were my only two thoughts,
oh my God.
one or the other. And that's a scary place to be.
Yes, yes. I'm so happy that you didn't choose any options.
Thank you, thank
The
you.
right decision. And
Well,
you overcome it.
I knew something was wrong, so I went to see my doctor.
Okay.
And I thought,
A shrink?
no, just a medical professional
Medical
doctor,
professional.
my family doctor.
Okay.
And I thought he was just going to give me a simple sleeping pill to help me sleep. But as he asked me more questions about what's going on in my life, he said, James, wow, you are under tremendous stress. You have tremendous anxiety.
Yeah.
You have depression. And you are thinking about killing yourself. Those are bad, bad signs. And so he gave me some medication to help me calm down the anxiety, calm down the depression. But more importantly, I was able to pull together a small group of my friends. Friends who knew me for about 30 or 40 years.
Okay.
So they knew the old James. The old James, always happy, always working hard, always healthy. But now they saw this new James that was having some problems. And I told them, I said, when I wake up at 1:30 in the morning, can I call you guys? And they all put their hand up and said, yes, please call us right away. And I told them also, I need you guys to call me sometime. Because right now, the only people calling me are bill collectors, attorneys, collection agencies. Everybody wants money. I don't have any money. And they kept calling me, but my friends couldn't call me. So, but these friends, I had 6 or 7 friends, and I said, hey, you guys stay with me through this journey. It was still another 6 or 7 months before the darkness turned into a little bit more light. And I could see that I had a future, a tomorrow. But those 6 months were the worst times, Alan, I've ever, and I've been through some tough things in my life. But this was the toughest thing ever. And out of this experience, I realized that there are millions of other people that are going through the same thing at some point or another. Maybe they lose their parents. Maybe they lose their child. It's even worse. Maybe they have a bad health. Maybe they go through a divorce. Maybe they have financial problems.
It happens sometimes. You cannot really predict them. You don't know when that will happen to you on what day.
That's right. You don't know. You just don't know the future. But you have to be prepared to handle whatever comes at you in life, and not just throw it away.
Yeah, definitely. That's the last option you will consider.
That's
right?
exactly right. You know, I used to have an old pastor at my church in Seattle, and he lived until he was 91 years old. And he used to tell us all the time, if you haven't gone through hard times yet, keep on living. Just keep on living. Hard times are coming for everybody. Even if you have no problems when you're young, when you get old, you'll have hard times. You can't move, you're in pain, your arthritis.
You cannot avoid it. This is something everybody has to go through.
Everybody will go through it. And so
It's
that's
part of your life.
I always remember him telling me that if you haven't gone through hard times, keep on living. And the other great thing about what I've learned with suicide is a permanent solution to a temporary problem. Think about it.
Yeah, permanent solution to a temporary problem. So remember, problem is only temporary.
Just temporary.
Yeah, you don't want to end your life
right.
for the temporary
That's
problem.
right.
This also reminds me of a saying, like when you are in trouble
Yes.
or going through some hard times, remember, this shall pass.
This too shall pass. That's
Yeah,
right.
this
That's
too
right.
shall pass, right.
That's exactly right. And so we have to remember out there, everybody, that the problems that we go through are just temporary. My depression lasted for 1 year. But some people have depression for 10 years or 20 years. But still it's temporary.
Yeah.
And if you have depression for many years, make sure you see your doctor, make sure you get help, make sure you get medication if you have a doctor who can give you medication. You need help. That's not the way to live your life when you are depressed. And that's my work that I do now for the next 20, 30 years. This is what I want to do, is to go around speaking to students at schools, speaking to athletic teams.
So you're helping others,
Helping
right? By
others.
well, you will help yourself by helping others.
That's right, that's right. You know, I mean, you and I, we're a little bit older now. You know, I'm a little bit older than him, but children, 15-year-old, they don't know that life is full of ups and downs. They don't know.
Like a roller coaster.
It's a roller. So when the first time they go down, they think their life is over, and it's not. So this is what I try to tell the young people. It's just a temporary problem. It's going to get better. You have to hang in there, get help. Make sure you have some real friends you can turn to and not your phone. And make sure you talk to your parents about this. I was speaking to some university students the other day here in China at Guangzhou, in Hubei province, at the Normal University. And after the presentation I made, I heard right away from about 25 students on my WeChat. 25 students. And maybe 10 of them told me that they were suicidal right now. Right now.
Wow.
Going to school. As a university student.
So you helped at least 10 people there.
I told them.
I can't believe the number of students who are going through this. It needs to be really paid much attention to.
That's right, that's right. And these students, they didn't have anybody to talk to because they don't feel anybody really understands. And mental health issues is something that unless you go through it personally, like I did, you really don't quite understand it, you know?
Yeah.
You look at people and they're depressed and you just say, oh, just cheer up, it'll be better.
If you've never been there, you won't know what they've been through. Right?
Absolutely.
Yeah, you have to be there, down there to be able to really give good advice to you.
And so I've been through it.
It takes one to know one.
That's right, it takes one to know one. And those students at Normal University, they knew that I had been through a difficult time. And they were going through a difficult time. So they knew I would understand, and I do.
Okay.
So I sent them back on WeChat words of encouragement to stay strong, to keep encouraging them every day. I told them I'm going to continue doing this.
There's a silver lining.
Yes, I'm their real friend inside their phone.
Yeah.
Okay,
But actually recently there's a news on sad news on internet.
Yes.
Like a wife took his 2 children out committing suicide because they found that she was mistreated by her husband, her father, and mother-in-law, and before he left. Before he went out to commit suicide, he sent text messages to them. He never had a really chance to talk to them face to face. Everything was kind of happened just on the phone.
Yes.
Or if you are really stuck on the phone, how can you get real help? Right?
Yes, I
You
know.
really need to really talk to the right people, the real people, to help you solve your temporary problem.
That's right, you have to get help.
We really don't want this to happen again.
And especially for boys and for men. You know, us guys, we're tough guys. We can macho through it. You're tough, don't cry. Boys don't cry.
Yeah, boys don't cry. We are.
But come on,
Be masculine.
I'm big and strong and powerful, and I cry. And I'm telling other men out there to ask for help. Tell people that you're hurting inside.
Yeah.
That you need help, you need somebody to support you, somebody to help you,
Yeah.
and they will be there for you.
Yeah, you remember firstly, when you go through hardship, you're not alone.
That's right.
And you still have real good friends who care about you, who love you. You have to really turn to them and think about them.
This is so true, and so this is my work now. I do. I'm finished with my physical therapy business. This is the new thing that I want to do. I'm also having interest in running for a Seattle City Council position in the political area, where I can speak about mental health from the council position. I can speak about education, international relations from Seattle, my home, to China. There's many things I can do from the city council position that I'm looking forward to doing. But sometimes you just don't know why you're going through a difficult time in life. You just don't know. But when you finally get through that, you finally see the reason you went through that.
Yeah, and you have to stay alive to see the reason.
Stay alive, yes. So that's where I am, and I'm sorry it's been 2 years since I've seen you.
Yeah. And I can't believe that what hardship you've been through. And I'm so relieved and happy that you are.
Yes.
You're back. Yeah, coming back strong.
But 8 months ago, no. 8 months ago, I was still hurting. I was hurting inside. But now I'm much better. And I know I can help so many young people.
Yeah. There's still many people need your help. You are doing meaningful things.
Yes.
And in China, well, not just in China, I think in the whole world, we believe that like what goes around comes around. You've been done so many good things. You have been doing so many good things. Good things will come back to you. It will help you. So whenever you're feeling not happy, make sure you remember us. Remember me.
Yes.
I'm always there.
I know you've always been
talk to get help from.
Dear friend, a dear friend.
You have friends from around the world.
You know,
and many audience out there. Maybe we may not even know their name. They love you and they care about you.
But when I was
I didn't want to see you again.
When I was in that dark place, I didn't realize that. I didn't, I remember my doctor telling me, he's like, James, if you kill yourself, so many people are going to miss you.
Yep.
So many people love you. So many people care about you. And I looked right back at him. I said, Doc, nobody's going to miss me. That's how I felt.
Oh, at that time you felt wrong. What you felt was wrong.
Well, but you can't tell that to. And I said, Doc, nobody loves me. Doctor, nobody cares about me. I was ready to go home that night and kill myself. And I saw the doctor that morning. And so this is the problem. I made it through. I'm totally fine now. Okay.
That's good.
But I feel for anybody that's going through a difficult time. And Alan, if you want to share my WeChat ID with your audience, that's fine. They can contact me.
Okay, yeah.
And I would be more than happy to talk to anybody out there that is having a difficult time.
Whoever needs help,
Need some
Jen is here
encouragement.
to help you, to encourage you.
Yes. And I hope to come back to China again soon to work and talk to more students and to encourage them to keep on hanging in there no matter what they're going through.
Yeah, and also the end of something old is the beginning of something new.
Absolutely,
so
yes.
If you feel it's like certain business or relationship, that's not the end of the world. That just means you got a fresh start.
That's right. I feel I have a new beginning and a fresh start now.
Yes, a lot of exciting things are there waiting for you to discover, to enjoy as well.
Man.
All the best, okay? Keep it well, okay? Keep well.
Love you. Good to see you. Yeah. Thank you very much.
Yeah, see you guys next time. We'll be seeing James again in the future. Okay, bye-bye.